As a Monbebe, I totally understand how painful it is not to see Monsta X together as seven anymore. So now more than ever, it seems most logical to keep supporting Wonho and Monsta X separately. Not supporting Monsta X as six isn't gonna bring Wonho back. The only thing that is gonna do is make them feel like their fans are leaving them for something they had no power over. In my opinion, the best thing we can do right now is to show them our full support and not make them feel bad on top of everything.
난 나의 눈을 가리고 음악에 몸을 맡기고 뻔한 리듬을 망치고 사자의 춤을 바치고.
The word ethnic comes from ethnicity, which means race. So you're telling me your concept is race? You can't just throw together a bunch of cultures and call it a concept or music genre. You can pay homage to a certain culture in a respectful way, but merging every foreign culture together makes no sense. There are a lot of layers to culture, and you can't just pick out certain parts that you enjoy and use it for your aesthetic. If Soyeon and Idol can't get their shit together, it's not gonna work for them long term. I'm sure Soyeon doesn't mean any harm, but she has plenty sources that could help her educate herself on that topic. You can't tell me that she didn't realize the controversy her ethnic concept caused. And at this point, her behavior just makes her seem ignorant. As a white person, it is not my place to say what is wrong or right, but objectively, it seems disrespectful to these cultures. At first, everyone seemed to hate what SM was trying to do with Super M. But as soon as their album dropped, not only EXO-Ls, Charles, and Citizens were suddenly all hyped, most of Stan Twitter was having a blast. It was truly one of the most peaceful and enjoyable times on Stan Twitter. Everybody was getting along and just jobbing. And on that note, we're both very excited to see what the future has in store for them. Side note, if you haven't listened to their B-sides yet, then what the hell are you doing? Kick It's concept was objectively better and more interesting, but when it comes to the song itself, Punch is a whole ass bop. The song feels very experimental, but not disjointed. The instrumentals are very intricate, and while it took me a while to see through the structure, it's simply an amazing song. Also, the choreo is bomb. In conclusion, Stream Punch.
Yeah.
In case you don't know what's going on, Suga from BTS has recently released a solo album, including a song called What Do You Think? For the intro of the song, he sampled a speech from Jim Jones, a cult leader who talked hundreds of black people into committing suicide. After it was called out by fans, Big Hit issued an apology and removed the sample from the song. Suga clearly messed up, overstepping several lines, but he never addressed the issue personally or apologized. As his fans, you gotta realize that your faves aren't perfect. That doesn't mean you have to unstan, but you have to hold them accountable for what they did. You can't just act like he never wrote the song in the first place. It's okay to make mistakes, but you gotta own up to it and not hide behind a statement from your company. People are still gonna support him as long as he acknowledges his mistakes and grows from it. With the Black Lives Matter movement needing a platform online to educate people on the struggles people of color face every single day, Black people don't need your annoying ass bragging about your faves for not being racist and doing the bare minimum. You don't need to trend a hashtag that has nothing to do with the matter at hand just because your idols made a bare minimum post that literally looks like every other celebrity's post on Black Lives Matter, which probably was even written by their staff. We know that BTS has made a very generous donation, which is an amazing example to set. We're also not saying that they don't mean what they posted, but it's nothing to be proud of as a fan, and should not have been so blown out of proportion. Making everything about how great you and your fevs are just doesn't sit right with me, especially in a situation like this.